I'm Kay Wendleton, president of the 5 O'Clock Club. This is our 54th HR Network breakfast. And I'm happy to see so many of our clients here in the audience today. These breakfasts were started as a way of staying in touch with our clients. Familiar faces, people we've known for years, but that way we're not banging down your door, your busy offices, and asking to see you. So we get to see you here. That's why we did it. And because of our clients, these events are free, and we can invite other members of the HR community as well. So I know the rest of you would use our services if you could for executive coaching, leadership development, and outplacement. And that way you could become heroes in your organization as well, just as our clients have. I'm going to tell you just a few things about us that you may not know. Do you know that we have 200 certified career coaches around the country? We have about 60 in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area. Did you know that our coaches must go through a grueling 4-month certification process in order to coach with the 5 O'Clock Club, even if they have decades of experience elsewhere? Who else makes their coaches go through that? Nobody. You have 20 years of experience, you're considered seasoned. No, we want you to unlearn the junk that's not true. Do you know that our coaches who do leadership development and executive coaching work as a team? If you hire one of our coaches, it might seem that you're just hiring that one coach, but you're hiring a team because that person must then buddy up with another executive coach who is a peer review coach and reviews what that coach is doing. Because we don't want our coaches being like wild gunslingers out there doing whatever they want to do. And so who else has that kind of monitoring of the executive and leadership development coaches? Do you know that our outplacement programs are for a minimum of 1 year, and a person's time can be put on hold because of medical reasons. They might not even know their time is being put on hold, but their time is being put on hold if they decide to go back to school, if they just want to take some time off to take care of family problems, whatever. Their time is being put on hold, and that 1 year minimum is extended. It could be extended for up to another year. Who else extends that time without charging you more money? Nobody else. Nobody else does that. Do you know that 5 O'Clock Club clients get jobs in half the time that they take at other outplacement firms? The reason why you wouldn't know that, unless you're a client of ours, is because you don't get reports, detailed reports back from the outplacement company. You don't know what happens to them. But guess what? 5 O'Clock Club clients, HR people, know what is happening with every single person that they put into our care. These reports are just phenomenal. People just love it. Half the people who come to the 5 O'Clock Club are self-referred. They're paying on their own a nominal amount. Why do we do that? First of all, it's a community service, but the other reason is that it's a healthier environment. We don't want job hunters sitting around whining and moaning about the economy and discouraging each other. We are the only ones I know of who actually have a code of conduct for people who are job hunting. That is, they're not allowed to bring down other job hunters, make them depressed. You know, if you need to vent, you vent to your private coach, but you do not bring that stuff into the small group when they're having small group coaching and make everybody else depressed. No, you're not allowed to do that. Who else has a code of conduct? Nobody that I know of. Well, today we're going to hear from Williams. Her former employer paid for her outplacement services with the 5 O'Clock Club. She actually attended the small group, a total of only 6 weeks, and she met with her private coach 4 times. She can continue with the club to help her in her new job or to do long-term career planning. She has a lot of time left with us. Has agreed to tell you about her experience at the club. Let's give her a round of applause, and I have no idea what she's going to say.
I'm reminded of the time that came to one of our branch meetings of the 5 O'Clock Club and was telling everyone about how difficult her situation at home had gotten during this period of her job search. It got so bad, in fact, that she actually had to go and do her job search from the stoop of her building. Well, of course, she comes to the small group that she had mentioned to you, and she's telling us about this. And of course, everyone in the group is saying, Mona, 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 you have to go someplace quiet. So Mona did, and guess where she went? To a library, and gets a job at a library. This story brings 3 things to mind regarding her search: vision, wisdom, and courage. She had the vision to know one day she would have a long-term dream of getting into healthcare, and that she started to take some graduate courses in that direction. But she also had the wisdom to know she needed a step to get there, and that's where the 5 o'clock client came in. And she mentioned about the techniques and the structure we gave her to get her to the position that she's in today. And then finally, she had the courage to overcome a life filled with her own personal tragedies to make this dream come true, and that we were to help her in also pursuing that further hope. And I'm only glad that we at the 5 o'clock Club could be part of that dream. Thank you, Mona.
Okay, I'm just going to rush through the rest. That was just so important to hear all of that. If you'd like us to come and tell you about the 5 o'clock Club, you just, about executive coaching or outplacement, you just plop your name tag on this white form. If you would like to observe Chip or another coach actually coaching in the small group, because we have private coaching, you can't see that, but you can see the small group coaching, very powerful stuff. Just plop your name tag on the blue form. If you are job searching yourself, even if you are an outplacement elsewhere and you would like a free set of our books and CDs and free coaching, write in transition on this blue form, hand it in when you leave. End of a commercial about the 5 o'clock Club. Now, just jumping ahead a bit about the HR Network, our September 7th event will follow our usual format, which is a panel of 3. We're going to cover employee retention and performance. And we have Hewitt and Mercer are both on the panel already, and we're really struggling to decide who the third person should be. If you think of an HR person who really would like to talk about employee retention and performance in your own organization, just let us know quickly before we select that third person. So thank you for coming, and thank you for allowing us to be part of your professional lives. And now on with the main event.